There you go. The recording is also on. So, hi everyone, and welcome to the first live session of the 5-day interactive dashboards workshop. In the next 60 minutes, we are going to look at a ton of questions. We are going to look at a ton of answers to these questions. You are going to learn a lot more about building interactive dashboards, just like the one that you have on the screen as well. Plus, get amazing bonuses in today's session. Yes, you heard that right. I said bonuses, which means there is more than one bonus. All of this happening in the next 60 minutes of this session. I hope you are super excited for the entire session, guys, just like me. If you are, can I see a boom in the Zoom chat, guys? BOOM if you are super excited for the next 60 minutes. What's the case? Let me know. All right. We have so many of y'all dropping in a boom. Chalo. Awesome, guys. Before we get started, all right, I'm going to close the Zoom chat for a second. Before we get started with the entire session, I want to take a small feedback from you guys. Y'all have gone through day one modules. Y'all have also gone through day two modules. Jitna bhi dekha hai. If you have watched day one, no problem. Watch the day two modules now. If you have watched day one and day two modules, you are perfect. You are on track. Nothing to do. All right. But jitna bhi dekha hai, if you haven't started at all, if you have only watched day one, even if you have watched day one and day two, I want to understand your feedback for the entire workshop so far. You have attended the first 2 days of the workshop. With the help of the video modules, if you had to describe your learning or entire experience of the workshop so far, how would you do that with one adjective? Is it good, bad, bakwas, badhiya, mazedar, jakas? How would you describe it? Let me know in the Zoom chat that one adjective that you would use to describe your experience so far till day two of the workshop. Let me know in the Zoom chat, guys. The Zoom chat is open, by the way. All right. Damn good, very good. All right. Sagar is dropping boom with multiple O's. Okay. We have Binod saying boom, damn good, very good. Jakas. Okay. Fabulous, perfect. All right. Amazing. Mazedar. Okay, great. Superb. All right. Exciting, fantabulous, awesome. All right. Interesting. Okay, great. Awesome. Learned a lot of new things. Great. All right. Engaging and entertaining. Perfect. Easy to understand. That's the point, isn't it? Bindas, okay, informative, all right. All right, take my name, Ashwin. Why do you want that? All right. Archita is saying very good. All right. Pratiksha is saying great. Fadu is what Javed is saying. All right, guys, awesome. Thank you so much for providing that feedback, guys. That is what I want you all to go through when you go through the modules and attend the workshop. So far, I would say, like, just trust me when I say this, we are just on day two modules, right? Which means there is a whole lot more to cover. When I tell you that the first 2 days modules were literally very basic in nature, trust me on that. Because before I move on to complete interactive dashboards, how can you build something like this? I wanted to have the foundational understanding of building interactive dashboards and start from the very basics. Have that concrete level understanding of how things work in a dashboard and then move on to the more advanced stuff. So for the first 2 days, trust me when I say this, all we have done is learned the basics, the essentials. Our real dashboard making journey hasn't even started. And that is going to change from tomorrow onwards, because from day three, we are going to start building our interactive dashboards with the help of some amazing visuals. Now, no more basics. It is time to dive deep into the advanced stuff. So make sure you are as excited as you are so far for the first 2 days for the next 3 days as well, because from that point onwards, from tomorrow onwards, you are going to have a lot of learning about building advanced interactive dashboards. I hope you're excited about that, guys. Now, coming back to today's Q&A, we had a lot of questions posted on the Slido platform. Before I jump on to any of these questions, guys, let me clarify a couple of things, all right? I got a few common questions, so let me answer these common questions first before I move on to specific questions. All of you all asking, sir, how do I refresh my dashboard? How do I update my dashboard? I want you all to understand, as I just mentioned, we are on day two of the entire workshop. It's a 5-day workshop, right? Which means 40% of your learning is done. 60% is yet to be completed. Which means if you are having a question, which is, how do I refresh my entire dashboard if I have additional data? How do I use Microsoft Excel instead of Google Sheets? Trust me when I say this, all of this is covered in the next 3 days of the workshop. You thought I would not cover all of this? Absolutely, I will be covering all of this. All right. But guys, you need to have a little bit of patience. Although I appreciate how excited you are to learn everything, you need to wait for the next 2 3 days to learn and get answers to all these questions as well. So right now, I will be taking all the questions regarding the first 2 days of the workshop. If I see a question which I know will be covered in the next 3 days, I will be taking it up in the second live session, which happens on Friday. All right. Chalo. Now, guys, coming back to the Slido questions. As you can see, we have a lot of questions posted on the Slido platform. For the sake of convenience, there is not going to be any question taken from the Zoom chat, because anyone who is going through the recording of this call, they can't see the Zoom chat. So everything on the Slido platform, as I mentioned on the WhatsApp group multiple times. Before I get started with the first question, guys, if you do not see your question on the Slido platform as of now, the only few reasons before that would be the following. One, well, I have already answered your question on the Slido platform before even the start of the session. So all the questions which do not require my verbal communication, which I can answer really instantly almost via text, I have done that. So if you don't see a question here, there is a great chance that I have already answered that question via text. Go ahead and check the same Slido platform. Below your question, you will be having one reply, two reply by the moderator. That is by me. And you will be having your answer right there. So all the questions which I could instantly answer, I have done that even before the session got started. So please go ahead and check that. All right. That's one. Second, if I see a question that is repeated by multiple people, I will randomly pick up any of the person's question and then answer it instead of answering it 10 different times. So if you don't see a question, there's a good chance that someone has already asked that question and I've picked up that question first. Simple. And third, it might be the case that you have asked me something that is going to be covered in the next 3 days. For example, refreshing dashboard or how to get Excel data, right? In that case, you will get your answer in the second live session, nothing to worry about. All right. Chalo. Guys, with that being said, let's get started with the Slido questions that we have on screen. I would highly encourage you all to go ahead and put a big thumbs up to any question that you also would want to know the answer to. So if there is any question that you see and you are like, "Arey, iska answer to mujhe bhi janna hai. I want to find out what is the answer to this question. I don't know." In that case, make sure you go to the Slido platform right away and put a big thumbs up right here. As you can see, people have already started doing that. So go ahead, put a big thumbs up, hit the like icon, and tell me if you have the same question or not. All right. Chalo, guys. With that being said, let's get started with the first question. The first question is by Rohit, and Rohit is asking, can we change the layout of our dashboard? I want to make it more vertical. Great question. So a lot of times, even for my clients, they want a more vertical dashboard. By default, it is a horizontal rectangle, the dashboard that we build, right? It is a horizontal rectangle, as you can see, having more width compared to height. What if I want to make it, let's say, mobile size, which is more in height and less in width, more vertical? Can we do that? The answer to it is absolutely we can do that. And let me show you from where you can do that. All right. For that, I'll go back to my dashboard, guys, and not to overwhelm you, but this is the exact same dashboard that you are going to build from scratch in just the next 2 to 3 days. So if you are finding this super, super attractive, you are going to do this along with many more dashboards in the next 3 days. All right. But for now, we will focus on everything that we have learned and not go beyond our day 2 and day 1 learnings. Okay. Now, guys, if you want to make your dashboard more vertical, go to your dashboard and go to the theme and layout option right here. Click on theme and layout, and you will be having the theme and layout tab open to the right hand side of your screen. Within the theme and layout tab, you will be having the layout tab right here, where if you scroll down, you will be having something called as canvas size. Now, you can modify the width of your canvas of your dashboard and the height as well. For example, right here, let's say I want to add one more row of visuals to my entire dashboard, but my dashboard is over. I don't really have anything to add any visuals to. There is no space only here. So what I can do is go to theme and layout tab, and here, instead of, let's say, having 870 as my height, I can make it 970. And you see what happens? Now I have a little bit of more height. If I make it, let's say 1070, I will have, as you can see, more height. If I make it, let's say 1570, I will have a lot of height, right? So in this case, simply by changing the number of height, you will have more height. And the same logic applies to width as well. So if you increase the width, you will have more width in your dashboard in case you want to have that. All right. For now, I will go here and I will change it to, let's say, 872. I think that's the number that we had. There we go. All right. And I'm back to my original height. So in case you want to do that, you can do that. You also have default settings of US letter size, US letter landscape, portrait, and screen size 16:9. You can go with that in case you want to. All right. Chalo. So I hope this answers Rohit's question and 12 other people's questions as well. Again, all the people not upvoting a question, please make sure you do that. I will understand how many of you all have a very similar question. Chalo. With that being said, guys, let's move on to the next question by Vihan. And Vihan is saying, hi, Chetan, loved the last 2 days. Awesome. Thank you. The modules were really interesting. Perfect. Thank you so much as well. Question, how can I apply a neon theme to my dashboard? So guys, again, a fan of neon theme, right? A lot of people are usually inclined towards having a dark mode to different things that they are working on. Instagram has a dark mode, other applications have a dark mode. So why not have a very similar thing to our dashboard, for our dashboard? Either go with a dark theme or a neon theme to give it a different look versus the rest of the plain boring dashboards. If you want to do that, guys, you can do that in Google Data Studio. Let me show you how you can do that. All right. I'll go here. I'll zoom out of my screen. There we go. And now, guys, if you want to apply a neon theme to your entire dashboard on the click of a button, instead of going to each and every visual, changing the color and taking a lot of time, all you have to do is again go to the theme and layout tab. Simply click on this. All right. And when you do that, instead of the layout tab, this time go to the theme tab. The moment you go to the theme tab, guys, you will be seeing a lot of preset themes by default given to you. You have default theme, you have edge, you have constellation, you have groovy, you have so many of them. This one became or becomes our neon theme. If you scroll down, you have one more option. For example, you have the lagoon theme also. If you want to change your dashboard into a dark theme, all you have to do is click on this theme to apply it. All you have to do is click on this theme to apply it. And now it became a neon dashboard on the click of a button. You can go and apply different colors as well. So for example, if you want a more blue shaded dashboard, you can go with ocean. You can go with harvest if you want to have a more red colored dashboard. You can go with, let's say, eucalyptus as well if you want a more green colored dashboard and so on. And at the same time, guys, you have the option to go with a customized theme as well. For example, if you're working in a company which has a blue color logo and you want to follow a blue color scheme, you can go to your customize theme button and customize a theme for your dashboard. You can select the report background, which you might be having, let's say, as light blue color. You can change the font color. You can change the font itself. What is the opacity of it? Do you want to have a shadow? Do you want to have a border? All of this is what you can completely change, as you can see. So this is what you can go with in case you want to go with it. All right. But for now, this is basically how you can apply different types of themes to your dashboard. How can I apply a neon theme? Just told you that. I hope this answers your question and 12 other people's questions as well. Chalo. Now, guys, the next question is by Jinal, and Jinal is asking how to copy the styling of one visual to another. This will save a lot of time. Okay, so what we are trying to do here is copy the style of one visual to another. Now, what is the definition of styling? Let's understand that first. Styling is basically how something looks. So if you have, let's say, a scorecard, the scorecard will be having a background color. That is a part of styling. It will be having, let's say, a font color. That will be a part of the styling. It might have a shadow. It might have a border. It might have a different or a bigger font size. all of this affects the way the scorecard looks. That comes under the styling of that scorecard, the styling of that visual. Now, if I want to copy that styling from one visual to another, first of all, is it possible? The answer to it is absolutely yes. Second, is Gmail right when she tells me that it will save a lot of time? 100% yes. It will save you a lot of time when you want to copy the styling from one thing to another really quickly and keep on doing that. So let's go ahead and see how we can do this. I'll go back to my dashboard, guys. There we go. And in this dashboard, I will go and open up a new page. Let's not bombard ourselves with a lot of information. Let's go ahead and have a blank slate to start off with. Okay. Now, guys, let's say I go to add a chart and I go ahead and insert a scorecard. We have learned scorecard in the first 2 days of the workshop via the video modules. I hope everyone has gone through it. So here I will select the scorecard option. In case you haven't gone through it, please go through it. All right. I'll go here, select the scorecard option and place it on the screen, just like this. When I do that, guys, I want to, let's say, have a look at the total sales of my company in this scorecard. So instead of having the record count as my metric, I will have sales as my total metric, the total sales right here, as you can see. I can increase the size of it just like this. And now I have this sales scorecard. Now, guys, let's say I want to change the styling of this visual. I will go to style. Okay. And within the style tab, I will make a lot of modifications. For example, I will change the font color to, let's say I go with a blue color, for example. So now we have a blue font color. I can make everything center aligned. So everything, as you can see, is now center aligned. I can increase the size of the, maybe let's say the entire text to 48 pixels, a crazy size. Let's go with that. All right. Then I can go and apply a background color. I can give it a background color of, let's say, nope, not red. Let's go with green, maybe not even green. Let's go with yellow, light yellow. Let's go with that. There we go. Now I have light yellow as my background color. I can apply a border to it as well. Let's say a black border. And as you can see, now I have a black border. I have this center alignment. I have a different font color. I have a different background color. Now, guys, let's say I create another scorecard where I want to look at the total profit. I will again go to add a chart. I will have to go to scorecard, select scorecard and place it on the screen just like this. Now I will change it to profit. So guys, now I have this profit scorecard right here. But as you can see, it does not contain all the styling of the sales scorecard. So what if I want to literally just copy the styling from year to year? How do I do that? That is my question. All right. And it is actually very straightforward. This is what you need to do. You need to go to the visual where you want to copy the styling from. So I'll go here, press Ctrl C. All right. Ctrl C. And I will go here. And instead of Ctrl V, if I press Ctrl V, see what happens. I duplicate my scorecard. I don't want to do that. So I will press Ctrl C to copy this visual. And I will go to this particular scorecard, right click on this scorecard, right click. And instead of paste, I will go to paste special and select the option of paste style only. When I do that, the style of the entire scorecard will be copied and not the data. So when that I do, it will be applying the styling from this visual to this visual. And now, as you can see, my font size is bigger. It is center aligned. I have the font color changed. I have the background color changed. And I also have a border applied to it. So in case you want to do something like that, feel free to do so by pressing the Ctrl C shortcut, going to the scorecard where you want to apply the styling. Right click, paste special, and only the style. Simple. All right. Chalo. With that being said, guys, I hope this answers your question and other people's questions as well. Now let's come to Neha's question, which is how to save the report for future use. Okay, good question, guys. How do I really save my dashboard? One of the most important questions here, one of the most basic answers to these questions. Well, the answer to saving your dashboard is not within your dashboard. For example, if you go to the file option, we are accustomed to going to a Microsoft application, going to file, and then selecting the save or save as button. But if you go to file your, you don't really have a save or save as button. So how do I really save my dashboard? The answer to it is you don't have to. It is completely automatic. So whenever you make a change in your dashboard, whenever you make a change in your dashboard, within 15 seconds, that change gets auto saved. So you don't even have to worry about your internet being disconnected and your dashboard being corrupted or any of that bullshit. You will be having auto saved each and every dashboard inside your platform. And in the future, if you want to go back to your dashboard, let's say it is a brand new day, it is tomorrow, let's say, and I want to continue working on this dashboard, all you have to do is go to your platform of Data Studio, which is nothing but datastudio.google.com. Datastudio.google.com. Go here and you will be having a list of all the different dashboards that you have created, as you can see right here. Select the dashboard that you want to open up, and you can select business dashboard, for example, and you will be back to normal. You will be having this activity resumed. So you don't have to really save anything. It gets auto saved every 15 seconds. Every 15 seconds. All right. Chalo. So guys, with that being said, okay, the next question is really big. We have 30 people upvoting it. All right, let's have a look. Devanshi here is asking a very famous question, I'm assuming. Can we format numbers in Google Data Studio to Indian value system? Hundreds, thousands, lakhs, crores. Okay, indeed a great question. Let me break down the question to everyone. All right. Guys, when we make our numbers compact, when we actually, let's say, have a scorecard, a compact scorecard, and we look at, let's say, our total sales, our answer would not be in the Indian value system. For example, if I go to my dashboard here I have total sales, all right? And let's say I convert it into a compact scorecard where I will be having the compact version of total sales. The moment I do that, guys, look at what I have. I get 2.3 million. Understand that Google Data Studio, just like Power BI, just like Tableau, just like any other BI tool, is made in the United States, where unfortunately they do not use lakhs and crores. I don't know why, but they don't. All right. So by default, you have the option of millions, billions, etc. How do I convert this into the Indian value system, where we have hundreds, thousands, lakhs, crores, etc.? The answer to it is quite straightforward. You cannot do it within Google Data Studio. There is no setting to change to convert it to the Indian value system. But I have a trick up my sleeve, which I personally use, which you can also use in order to convert your answer into lakhs or crores. All right. And let me tell you what that exactly is. Just a sec. So this is what we are going to do. Okay. Instead of using the default sales metric that we have as a column from our data, we are going to create a modification out of it. We are going to create a new field based out of it. Let me help you understand what exactly we are going to do, and everything will make sense to you in a few minutes. Okay. Now, instead of using this particular metric called as sales, I will go and click on add a field in my data tab. If you don't see add a field, guys, you need, or you might have to scroll down depending on the size of your laptop screen. So simply use this scroll button or scroll bar, go down and you will see add a field. Click on it. And there we go. Now we will be allowed to create a new field for our data. This is something that we have covered on day 2 as well. So let's do it in practice. I'll go here and I will give my new field a new formula, a name. Let's call it sales in lakhs. So let's say instead of seeing 2.3 million, I want to look at 23 lakhs. I will go and put in a field called as sales in lakhs. And this is now what I'll be doing. I will be dividing my sales amount. I will be dividing my sales amount, my sales metric, by the unit that I want to convert it to. So here I want to convert it to lakhs. So all I have to do is divide my sales number by 1 lakh. If you want to do it in crores, you can divide it by 1 crore. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll go here and start typing sales. I will get this drop down called as sales. I will select it. Divided by, that is slash 1 lakh, 100,000. That's it. Now I'm dividing sales by 1 lakh. It is nothing but simple school level mathematics. That's it, nothing else. All right. I will divide it by 1 lakh and then click on save. The moment I do that, all right, I will be having a new field created for myself. Then I can click on finished because I'm done with this work. Now, all I have to do is, instead of using sales, I will have to use this new field that I have created called as sales in lakhs. That's about it. All right. So I'll go here. Instead of sales, I will go with sales in lakhs. And that's it. As you can see, wait for a few seconds. You will be having sales in lakhs, which is 23.5 lakhs. All we have done is divided the sales amount by 1 lakh. To give you more clarity on the mathematics behind it, imagine that the total sales was, let's say, 23 lakhs. If I divide it by 1 lakh, right? How or what do I get as the answer? I get 23 as the answer. 23 lakh, 1 lakh, lakh gets cancelled, 23 remains. So that is what we are having here, 23. So we are getting a very straightforward answer, which is 23.5, and my header is sales in lakhs. So this is one, I would say, a small little trick that you can use in order to convert your data into lakhs or crores. One small, I would say, limitation here would be, guys, the lakhs would be in the title. So if you want lakhs next to 23.5, that is not going to be possible. But I don't think that's something that anyone really wants. But just to give you an idea about that, this is not possible. All right. But here is the answer as to how you can convert or format a number in Google Data Studio to an Indian value system. I hope that answers your question and 33 other people's questions as well. With that being said, guys, let's jump on to the next one, which is Manan asking, how do I add title to my visual? Okay, good question. How do I really add a title to my visual? So let's say I want to add a title to a table that I have created. Let's say I delete this and insert a table. Okay, I'll go to add a chart, go to table, and oops, there we go. Insert a table. And let's say in this table, I want to look at the total sales for different subcategories. So I will have dimension as my subcategory and my metric as, let's say, sales. Okay, all of this covered in the first 2 modules. So let's say, guys, here I have my entire table. Okay, now this table has the column header and the column header here as well. But when someone looks at it in the first go, they will not be able to understand what it is displaying until and unless they go and dive deep into it. So what I can do is simply add a title on top of my table, which says this is subcategory wise sales. Now the question is, how do we do that? The answer to it is, guys, this particular solution or this particular function is not given to us by default anywhere in the visual. So there is no setting in the visual under the setup tab or the style tab where you can simply go and put in a title. Instead, this is what you need to do. All right. You need to go. All right. You need to go and add a separate text box. Go to text icon here, which is this A icon. Click on it. Once it is selected, click on the screen to insert a text box. You can place it on top of your table just like this. Increase the width and then type whatever you want. For example, subcategory wise sales for XYZ Limited, for example. Okay. You can do that. Select the entire text box and then increase the font size, make it, let's say, bold, make it, let's say, 20 pixels, let's say, make it center aligned, make it, let's say, smaller, for example, just like this, make it, let's say, have a background. Let's say I have a gray background, something like this, and that's it. That becomes your title for the entire visual. So if you want to add a title, this is the way to go, by adding a separate text box. This gives you more flexibility also to move the title separately and the visual separately in case you want to. And that's basically how you can insert a title to your visual. Now, let's have a look at the last question for the day before we jump on to the bonuses for it. All right. Last question for the day is by Amir, and Amir is asking, how do I delete the newly created field which wasn't present in the original file from Google Data Studio's available field list? Okay, great question. How do I delete something which is not even there in my original file? To give you an example of what this question truly means, understand, guys, that all the fields that I have in my data tab, they are coming from my original Google Sheet. Now, I have created this field called as sales in lakhs, which is not there in my original Google Sheet. It is only there in Google Data Studio. It hasn't been created in the Google Sheet. So how do I delete this if I want to? I can't go to my Google Sheet and delete a column. There is no column like sales in lakhs. So how do I delete this one? Let's have a look at how you can do it. Very simple. All right. You will have to go to Resource tab. Then you will have to go to Manage Added Data Sources. Resource, Manage Added Data Sources. And once you click on Manage Added Data Sources, you will be having the Euromart data that you have been using for the entire dashboard. Edit that data. Click on the Edit button, edit that data, and here you will be having all the fields that you have available in your dashboard. All of them coming from your Google Sheet and all the ones that you have created manually as well. How do I know if I have created something manually? It will be having the FX icon next to it. This FX icon is literally the universal icon for formula. So wherever you have written a formula, you will be having the FX icon. Now, if you want to delete it, hide it, do whatever the hell you want with that, simply click on the three dots and remove it, hide it, blah, blah, blah. Let's say I go with remove option. I want to remove it completely. The moment I remove it and then click on finished, all right, click on close, there you go. As you can see, now I no longer have sales in lakhs. If I search for it, I will only have sales, no sales in lakhs. So this is how you can remove something by going to Resource, Manage Added Data Sources, editing your data, and then simply clicking on three dots wherever you want to remove something. If you want to actually hide something, for example, you have the profit column coming from your Google Sheet. If you want to hide it, you can simply hide it. So it is no longer available in the available list. It is still there in your data, but it is simply hidden. You cannot remove this. Why can't you remove this? Because you cannot modify your Google Sheet from your dashboard. Ulta is possible. You can have Google Sheet made any changes and your dashboard will update. But you can't delete or affect your Google Sheet in any way from your dashboard. I hope that's clear, guys. Chalo. With that being said, guys, I can click on finished once again, click on close once again, and that's it. We have answered the last question. I hope you get the answer for this, Amir, and 10 other people as well. With that being said, guys, we are done with the questions. Before I move on to the bonuses, guys, we are 33 minutes into the entire session. I want to ask you guys, before I jump onto the bonuses, were the last 33 minutes helpful? Were they useful? Were they fruitful for you to understand more about building interactive dashboards? If you truly found real value in the last 35 minutes, drop in a yes in the Zoom chat. Did you all find value and find the last 7, 8, 9 questions useful? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, definitely. Yes, very much. Okay. Simply fab or fab. All right. More value. Respect to you. Thank you, Madhuraj. We have, yes, totally fruitful. All right. Thank you so much. Chalo, perfect. Okay, guys. With that being said, all right. With that being said, let's jump on to today's bonuses. I'm going to close the Zoom chat as well for a second. Now, coming to the first bonus for the entire workshop, guys, let me ask you guys a question. We are going to solve a real problem with the help of Excel automation. Okay. And for that, I want to open up a worksheet. Now, guys, imagine this. I'm going to ask you all, is this a problem that you face or not? An average person working on Microsoft Excel will work on 5 workbooks every week, 5 workbooks, an average of 5 workbooks. And on average, each of these workbooks will be having 10 to 15 worksheets. Now imagine that you are having a similar workbook that you are working on right here. Okay, so let's say you have all these different worksheets in this Excel workbook. This is an Excel file that I use for one of my Excel programs. That's not the bonus. The bonus is something different. This is just used as an example to help you understand the bonus. Okay, Now, guys, imagine this. Let's say you're working on this Excel workbook and you have to send this Excel workbook to your client, your manager, your colleague, everyone. And imagine that your entire promotion depends on this freaking workbook, the work that you have done here. And you need to have the other party, the audience, be very happy with your work. Now, when you send this file to your client, how would you send it? You will say, what's up? There is no question here. All I have to do is save my file and send it via email, right? And that's true. 99.99% of people would be doing that. But the problem here is, guys, when your client opens up this Excel workbook, I'm pretty sure 10 out of 10 times they will be irritated by you. They will be really, really mad at you. You know why? Because for your client, someone who is a high net worth individual, someone who does not have a lot of time, someone who knows that their time is money for them, this is what you are going to make them do. They will be opening this Excel file. They will have to go through each and every worksheet to try and figure out what is there on each and every worksheet, because there is no centralized information provided to them. They don't know how many worksheets are there, what is there on each and every worksheet. They cannot simply have a centralized system to click on a button and go to a specific worksheet. And when that happens, they will have to spend their precious time doing a boring work, like clicking on worksheets and then trying to figure out what is where. And at the same time, wasting their precious time as well. So it makes it boring, stupid, and literally time consuming for them. How many of you all feel that this is a real life problem and this is something that your client or your manager or your colleague will definitely go through if they see a file like this from you? Drop in a yes if you want to solve this problem. Yeah, absolutely yes. Guys, everyone agrees we can't have this happen ever again. Yes, a big yes. Okay, chalo, perfect. Guys, solution chahiye? What is the solution here? All right, let me show you the power of Excel automation. Okay, I'm going to close the Zoom chat and now I'll be helping you understand this. The answer here is to create a centralized index for your client. And there are two ways of doing this. Let me first show you how the rest of the world is doing it as of now, and how I am going to make you separate yourself from the rest of the crowd, from the rest of the world. Have a look at this. This is what the entire world will be doing. They will go to a new worksheet, open up a new worksheet, place that worksheet at the beginning, rename this worksheet and call it, let's say, centralized index. Then they will go here, put in SR number, put in the sheet name, put in the description for each and every worksheet. Then they will go and give this entire part, let's say, a color, let's say this color. All right. Then they will go here and start typing all the information for all the worksheets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and till whatever number of worksheets we have. Then they will have to go here and enter each and every individual sheet name on its own. For example, I will have to type bar and column charts. Then I will have to go and type in line charts and then so on. After that, I will have to go ahead and put in a description for each and every worksheet that I have. For example, the first is a very simple chart. So I'll put in simple chart as the description. Oops, there we go. All right. After that, I will have to go and for each and every worksheet, put in a hyperlink. So I will have to go here, right click on this cell, go to link, place in this document, bar and column charts, click on OK, so that whenever someone clicks on this button or this particular cell, they go to that worksheet. I will have to repeat this process literally for each and every worksheet that I have in my entire workbook. If I have 15 worksheets, I will have to do it 15 times. Imagine every single week working on 5 workbooks and 15 worksheets every single time. 15 into 5 kitna hota hai? 75. Doing this entire thing 75 times. That is one way to do it. The second way, and my way, how many of you all, my question to you guys is, if you are super excited for this, let me know by dropping in a yes. How many of you all want to learn how to make an index for any kind of data, for any kind of workbook, for any kind of worksheets, even if there are 200 worksheets in less than 3 seconds? That too on the click of a button, less than 3 seconds. Want to learn that? Let me know in the Zoom chat, guys. Hakina. Yes, all right. Awesome, awesome. All right, guys, this is what you are going to get then. All right, this is what I am going to give you all. Let me close the Zoom chat, guys. Let me show you what you're going to get. Now, I'm going to give you all a VBA add-in, an Excel add-in that I have created. It is nothing but a bunch of macros written together for you. Macro, everyone knows automation in Microsoft Excel, macro, VBA, all of this. I have coded an add-in that I personally used. Later, I actually licensed it to my clients at 5,000 rupees per year, and I sold it for a lot of people. And now it is time for me to finally give all of y'all for absolutely free and help y'all with your work as well. So it is worth more than 5,000. Just for a year, it's 5,000. I will be giving it to you all for absolutely free because you are a part of my workshop. And this is what you're going to get, guys. The instructions and where to download the add-in, all of this will be sent to you later on the WhatsApp group. How to download, how to install sab kuch. But let me not waste my time on that. I will be giving you a recording of it later. Don't worry about that. Let me show you the power of that add-in. The moment you install the add-in, I will be giving the add-in to you all later along with the instructions. Don't ask me where is the add-in. I will give it to you all. Don't worry. All right. The moment I do that, guys, I will be having a button right here called as create index. All right. Now, guys, I don't want to have this index worksheet. Let's start from scratch. If I want to create an index, all I have to do is wait for 3 seconds and click on this button. Have a look at this, guys. I'll start from 3, start counting with me from 3 to 0. All right. 3, 2, and before I even reach 1, guys, have a look at this. I have a complete done for me index for my Excel workbook as a new worksheet right at the very beginning, guys, with a total of 13 worksheets that I can see. I have all the worksheet names in place. I have all the descriptions of each and every worksheet in place. I have the freaking hyperlinks of each and every worksheet in place where I can click on it, go to that worksheet. I have a beautiful gray, that is dark gray and light gray formatting applied to my data as well. And the best part is, guys, even if you have additional data coming in, additional worksheets coming in, all you have to do is click on create index button once again, and the index will be updated just like that. This is the power of Excel automation, guys. And this is going to be the first bonus that you are going to get. If your mind is literally blown right now, drop in MB in the chat for mind blown, guys. Did this blow your mind? Let me know in the chat. MB for mind blown. What's the case? Yeah. All right. Awesome. I have so many of you all dropping mind blown. All right. Awesome, guys. And we are just getting started. In the workshop, I have so many kick-ass bonuses for you. You're going to thank me later. Trust me on that. All right. Chalo. Awesome, guys. This is going to be the first bonus, as I told you all. Now, before that, let me quickly help you understand a couple of things. If you're wondering, how did I get the description? The description is nothing but the data coming from the first cell of that worksheet. So whatever you put in the first cell will become your description. If you don't want to have it, delete. If you want to modify it, go and change it to whatever you want. You can modify everything, not a problem. All right. And in the future, let's say I call this BC charts, bar column charts, for example, as a short form. And I want my index to be updated to that new name. All I have to do is click on the button once again. And as you can see, I will not even make you all think left or right. One button to do it all for you all. As you can see, BC charts, the name has been updated. Simple as that. All right. So guys, with that being said, this is the first bonus. I hope you all have loved this bonus. Now comes the second bonus. All right. So far, guys, obviously you are attending a workshop, a completely hands-on workshop where you're going to practice, learn new stuff, a lot more things, right? But what if I told you in this dashboards workshop, I am going to help y'all. I am going to help y'all learn everything about modern Microsoft Excel, because I'm going to give you all my complete mini course on mastering Microsoft Excel, the modern Microsoft Excel, for absolutely free as a part of the bonus. This is what I am going to give you all, guys. My complete mini course on mastering modern Excel for free to you all as a part of the workshop bonus, guys. Did you all like this? Let me know in the Zoom chat, guys. The Zoom chat is open for you all. There we go. All right. All of this for you all, again, as a part of the workshop bonuses. Now, guys, let me quickly help you understand how do you get access to the entire bonus. This is the course. And how do you really understand what's happening here. Okay, so let me close the Zoom chat. Chalo. All right, perfect. Now, guys, coming to what exactly this course is. One big disclaimer. This course is not going to make you an Excel expert. It is not going to teach you everything about Microsoft Excel. I do have separate programs for it where I teach you everything about Microsoft Excel. That is a different thing. This program is going to help you learn modern Excel, not complete Excel, but modern Excel. Now, what do I mean by modern Excel? Well, understand, guys, that in 2019, Microsoft Excel came, or just Microsoft in general, came with the biggest update that I have ever seen in my professional life, that I have never even thought of could be possible in Microsoft Excel. With this 2019 update, which has been constantly updating till the last month itself of 2022, that is till August, you have a lot of new changes happening to the entire platform. Well, we have something called as Office 365 of Microsoft. Office 365 is the subscription service of Microsoft, where whenever there is an update to a new formula, a new function, you get access to it by paying a subscription fee. Office 365 is now being used by 68% of the Fortune 500 companies. Gone are the days where we used a standalone Excel version like Excel 2007, 2013, 2016. It is time to have constant updates because these updates are literally worth it. And that is what the Fortune 500 companies are moving towards. So if you want to get a job or even get a promotion in these Fortune 500 companies ever, you need to learn Office 365. And that is what I call modern Microsoft Excel, the latest Microsoft Excel. Now, there are a lot of changes happening in Microsoft Excel, which you need to know, even if you want to maybe just land a job or an interview also in these companies, because they only accept people who learn and know Office 365. They don't want to waste their time teaching you everything all over again. Otherwise, why are they paying you for, right? That is exactly why you will be getting this entire Mastering Modern Excel course, where everything after 2019, which is basically the biggest update that I have personally seen, will be taught to you. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Microsoft Excel comes up with this conclusion based on a calculation engine that it uses. After 2019, the recent update of Microsoft Excel, trust me when I say this, the entire engine went through a complete transformation. And that gave rise to something called as spill arrays. Spill arrays are going to literally change your perspective towards Microsoft Excel, and this is what you are going to learn. So everything about Office 365 of Microsoft Excel, it has been covered right here. Not pivot tables, not formulas, not charts and graphs, not macros and VBA. All of that I cover in my other programs. This is going to focus on Office 365. If you don't have Office 365, my suggestion to you would be learn all of this right now. It is going to help you in the future because the world will move towards Office 365. If you have Office 365, start using them. If you don't have it, you can't apply these formulas, but it does not hurt to learn it right now. So to give you a brief on everything that is covered, all right, you will be understanding all the new changes and the concept behind spilled arrays, all the formulas covered in 2022 Excel version as well. The new XLOOKUP formula, the PARP of VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. I call it the VLOOKUP killer. You will be having the filter formula, a powerful lookup formula, which is 10 times more powerful than even the XLOOKUP formula. The sort and sort by formula to dynamically sort your data. The unique formula to extract unique items on a dynamic basis from your data. You will be having, along with that, combination of all the formulas for practical case studies. Guys, as an Excel mentor, for you also maybe in the future, or for everyone else also, I have this very concrete theory that you cannot become an Excel expert if you don't know how to combine different things to get a powerful, complex answer. If you know 200 formulas in Excel, right, but you don't know how to combine it to answer a complicated question, are you really an Excel expert? I don't think so. Which is what I have covered right here. How do you not just stay by isolating a formula, but also understand how do you combine all the formulas to genuinely become a pro? So I am going all out to help you become a modern Excel expert. All right. Along with that, you will be having multiple challenges, max and minutes formula, IFS formula, RAND array formula, map charts, funnel charts, new stock data type, where you are going to understand how do you import stock prices, build a portfolio of yourself on a dynamic basis, which continuously changes in Excel. How do you literally convert Excel to Google, the search engine? All of this is now possible in Excel, and I'll be teaching you all of this in the entire program, guys. This is going to be the second bonus for today's session. Before I move on to how you can get access to this, guys, let me just ask you all, did you all like this after explaining what exactly it is all about? Did you all like this bonus? Let me know in the Zoom chat, guys. All right. This is the second bonus for today's session. And trust me when I say this, I have not one, not two, three, four, five, six, but more than 8 bonuses. Kitna? 8 bonuses for the next live session, for even the mega webinar. So I want you all to join the live sessions. This is my way of showing you all, hey, thank you so much for missing Navratri. Thank you so much for missing the match of India, all of that, and focusing on your growth. So thank you so much for learning all of this, guys. With that being said, let me also quickly show you how you can join this entire course. Okay, I'm going to close the Zoom chat and there we go. All right. Let me help you understand how you can join this course. Well, the first thing that you need to do is prove to me that you are my student. This course is not for some random person. It is only for the privileged members that you are of my workshops, which means you will have to first log into your account. Anyone who is not logged into the account, they will not be able to even enroll for this course. So first, log into your account just like the way I have logged into my account. All right. Once you log into your account, you will have to go to learn.jatanshah.in/courses/mme. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to make you all remember the URL. My team will be sending the URL on the WhatsApp group. You can take it from there. After the call, I will send the recording plus all these details. So don't worry. All right. And once you go to this URL, you will have to click on this button called as Take This Course. Right now, you are not enrolled. You will have to click on the blue button. Only then will you be able to enroll for the entire program. So make sure you click on Take This Course and then everything will be unlocked for you. All the details about the validity of the course, FAQs, anything like that has been covered on the FAQ document sent on day one on the WhatsApp group that you are a part of. So I will not take any questions regarding the bonuses. All of them are covered in the FAQ PDF. Please have a look at it. All right, guys, with that being said, before I end today's session, here are a few announcements. All right, first of all, thank you so much for attending the entire session. I will see you all live once again in the second live session that happens on Friday. Let me tell you guys, tomorrow, day 3 modules are the most important out of the first 4 days. The most important day is day 5, the mega webinar. The most important module is day 3, that is tomorrow's module. And even better, guys, the modules are already unlocked for you. So if you go and log into your account, guys, as you can see, day 3 modules are already unlocked for you. Go ahead, start learning, start literally seeing all these videos, practicing it, and I cannot wait to see you all on Friday when you will be completing day 3 and day 4 modules. So right now, complete day 3 modules, tomorrow also complete day 3 modules, and day after tomorrow on Friday, complete the day 4 modules. If you haven't gone through day 1 and day 2, you have enough time to catch up. My advice to you would be, please do it really soon and please be serious about your learning. Simple as that. With that being said, guys, I am going to be on this call for the next 5-6 minutes just to talk to you all about anything that you want to ask me, not related to dashboards. Uske liye we had the live session, all right? But if you want to ask me anything in general as well, I'm here to talk to you all right? So if you don't have any questions, feel free to exit the entire call. Thank you so much for joining in. Have a good night, guys. Seeing you all on Friday, same time, 9 to 10 p.m. If you want to ask me something, let me know in the Zoom chat. I will be happy to answer, all right? Chalo. Any questions, let me know. Let's go. You have been doing amazing thing for a young professor. Thank you. Thank you so much. Loving me, Jatan. Hey. All right. Thank you, Amit. Thank you. Okay. Are you from Solapur? No, I'm from Mumbai. Do you have a course on writing skills? No. What is my age? Guys, can you all take a wild guess? What do you think? How old am I? Drop in your assumptions in the chat. 27, 25, 15. नहीं यार, 15 तो नहीं हूं मैं. 25, 24, 26, 33. How the hell do I look about 30? What is this? I don't look 30, yaar. What is this? I'm under 30, yes. I'm 23, 23. All right. 23 is my age. What else? Do you conduct, there you go. Do you conduct a Microsoft Excel course? Guys, I see a lot of people asking, do you teach Microsoft Excel? Do you teach Power BI? Do you teach a lot more stuff? Let me ask you guys, do you want to learn? Drop in a yes in the chat. Do you want to learn A to Z basic to advanced Excel in a very similar way with me? Do you want to learn Power BI? Do you want to learn Tableau? Do you want to learn PowerPoint? Do you want to learn SQL? All of this with me? Let me know in the Zoom chat. कितने सारे लोग okay, we have so many of you all saying Excel, Power BI, Tableau, Power BI, Excel, advanced Excel. Okay, guys, we have a lot of people dropping in. Yes. Okay. You know what, guys? I do offer a ton of programs, right? On Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, all of this. I will be telling you all about it, plus giving you all a massive discount on all these programs at the end of the workshop. So let's wait for it. Let's first focus on everything about dashboards. And if you feel that my teaching style is absolutely great for you, if you found my teaching to be perfect for you and you want to learn more and upskill yourself, then you can join my other programs as well. Simple as that. All right. Chalo, I hope that's fine. Can we use the add-in on Google Sheet? No, you can't. It is only for Excel, not for Google Sheet. Okay. Chalo. Any more questions? Let me know. What does a company want us to do with Excel? It's a very vague question. There is no answer to that question. All right. What else? Any questions? Is this your full name? Yeah, Jatan Shah, that's my full name. What else? Style of teaching is nice. Thank you so much. Great speaker. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. What else? When can I start with Excel from you? Again, guys, everyone wanting to learn Excel, Power BI, all of this from me. I will be conducting different programs after the workshop ends for you all. If you want to join that, you can join that, but I will tell you all about that later, not right now. Okay. Are you a Gujarati? Yes, I am. And I'm missing Navratri so that I can help you all learn dashboards. Isn't that fantastic? We have, okay, what else do we have? More questions? How much experience you have? I have been teaching since more than 4 years now. What else? Body language is awesome. Great to see that, Jatan. Thank you. Thank you so much. What else? Any questions? Do you work at any company or you do these fantastic courses? Well, I do all these fantastic courses, first of all, yes. And second, do I work at a company? No, I own a company. I run a company called as Skill Nation. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Skill Nation, where we offer multiple different courses, workshops for all working professionals, business owners, and freelancers just like y'all to help y'all get the career that you deserve. All right. What else? What is your qualification? Well, I don't look at qualifications. I have done my bachelor's, but my major achievement is helping more than 1 lakh students learn multiple more skills. That's my qualification. All right. What else? In which subject have you done your bachelor's? Okay, that's a bit more personal, but I'll just answer that. I've done my bachelor's in financial markets, right? Stock markets. What else? Really inspired with the way you are teaching. Thank you so much, David. Thank you so much. When did you start? I started in the year 2018. What else? Any questions? What is GT Metrics? GT Metrics is a different platform for website testing speed and many more other stuff, not a part of the workshop. All right. What else? Any questions? Good to see positive vibes coming out. Always positive vibes. Okay. Kudos to your work. Thank you. How was your day? Actually, it was great. It was really, really good. All right. It's a long day, but it's really good as well at the same time. What else? Any questions? What is your background? My bachelor's is in finance. Simple as that. And I started a company 2 years back, which is now doing wonders for all its students. All right. Can we do freelancing after the workshop? Yes, you can freelance as a dashboard expert after the workshop gets over. All right. Any other training available? Hanji, I do train in multiple more skills, but not right now. मैं बाद में बोलूंगा. For now, let's focus on dashboards. Otherwise, people will go like, ये तो marketing कर रहा है. अरे बाबा नहीं. I will teach you all of that later. Let's focus on dashboards पहले. Then we'll come to everything later. I promise I'll help you with a lot of your other skills as well. Okay. Chalo. What else? You're full of energy. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you. How many people are there in your team right now? 18, excluding the co-founders, 18, a total of more than 20. Which part of Mumbai you are from? Unfortunately, I can't answer that question. Uh, Comparing Google Data Studio with Power BI, which is good. Power BI is more complex, more advanced, but it is not made for beginners. Google Data Studio is more simple, it is more convenient, and it is made for beginners. There is no right or wrong. It depends from where you are coming from, right? Simple as that. Anything else? Anything else? Let me know. Mohammed Obed is saying thank you 20 different times. Okay, thank you so much. I don't know why, but thank you. Do you work on Power BI, Tableau, and Google Data Studio? Which is better? As I just told you, there is no better or worse. I literally use Power BI also, Google Data Studio also, and Tableau also. Tino. So mastering all these softwares is never a bad idea. Your communication is awesome. Thank you. What else? Uh, any questions? Any questions? Can we export the dashboard? Yes, you can export the dashboard. How you maintain your Power Pack enthusiasm? I love teaching. The moment you do something that you are really passionate about, you will have that enthusiasm for sure. All right. Do you conduct classroom trainings? I wish I used to do that before the pandemic hit. After that, I completely stopped. All right. What else? Uh, how did you get liking in Excel? Is it your passion? Being from a finance background, Excel was made my passion when I started doing multiple jobs and internships back in my college days. All right. What else? Thank you so much for today's session. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else? Since you have mentioned that we will be having access to the entire workshop for 1 month, so in the future, if we want to refer, how are you going to do that? You can't. 1 month is more than enough. And that's what the workshop is telling you at the very beginning. All right. Can I join your company? Tiger Sharma, you are free to apply. You can go to skillnation.in and apply from there. All right. Any other hobbies? I do have a ton of hobbies apart from teaching. Yes. What else? I see a lot of your ads on YouTube. That means my marketing team is doing a fabulous job. Thank you. Wishing you Navratri. Thank you. Thank you. Excel is a passion. Wow. Yes, it is. Okay. Chalo, I think your English is very, very good. One sec, one sec. Are you from ICSE school? Yes, going with the stereotype, yes, I am from ICSE school. What else? Is GDS risk-free? If you're talking about any data breach or security leak, it is not possible. It hasn't happened so far. Let me just state in that way. It hasn't happened so far. I don't expect it to happen in the future as well. All right. What else? Chalo, I have answered बहुत सारा सवाल. Okay, I have answered a lot of questions, guys. With that being said, thank you so much for joining in. I will be sending the recording of this call on the WhatsApp group in a few minutes. Make sure to wait for it. The recording will be sent. The bonuses will be sent on the WhatsApp group. The instructions to download the bonuses will also be sent on the WhatsApp group. Till then, guys, happy learning. Please make sure to watch day 3 and day 4. I will see you all once again on Friday, same time, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Chalo, milte hain 2 din ke baad. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Thank you.